What drove Kristin Cavallari to take out a restraining order after a chilling encounter with a psycho stalker who slashed her tires? What would you do if you discovered someone lurking in the shadows, intent on causing you harm? Today, we've got a jaw-dropping story that's straight out of a thriller. Imagine living in constant fear, not knowing what danger might be lurking around the corner. That's exactly what happened to Kristin Cavallari when a psycho stalker took things to a terrifying new level. Slashed tires, sleepless nights, and a desperate move for protection. What really went down? Stay tuned as we dive into this chilling tale of obsession and resilience. Let's get into it. Imagine waking up to find your car tires slashed by a relentless stalker. Kristin Cavallari lived this nightmare and had to take drastic measures to protect herself. Stay tuned with us as we dive into her harrowing tale of survival and resilience against a psycho stalker. Can you imagine having the police inform you that your husband had slashed a girl's tires? When she was only 26, Kristin Cavallari recalled a time when she had a stalker who went to the extreme of slashing her tires to get her attention. The reality star shared on her Let's Be Honest podcast that a man, later identified as David Burwitz, learned where she worked out from an interview and signed up for classes with her same instructor. Kristin's trainer told her that he was asking a lot of questions about her and even asked if he could pay her to go to a party. One day, Kristin noticed the man wandering around in a suit and tried to avoid him, but ran into him at the building's entrance. As she got into her car, she noticed David getting into the one right next to hers, and he proceeded to follow her to a stoplight. He then asked her to roll her window down to tell her that she had a flat tire. She pulled around to a bank parking lot, and the stalker was allegedly still circling the area. Kristin's then-husband, Jay Cutler, arranged for a private investigator, and David ultimately admitted to giving her a flat tire. They ended up going to his house where he confessed to the act. Despite being married with kids, he begged not to file a restraining order. Kristin was adamant, saying, "No, F you were stalking me at my gym and you gave me a flat tire to what? Save the day." According to NBC in Chicago, Kristin was granted an extended order of protection against David back in 2015, even though it turned out he lived 45 minutes away from that particular gym. The Laguna Beach alum's trainer told her at the time, "This guy's is asking a lot of questions about you. He wanted to know if he could pay you to go to a party." Cavallari recalled that one day she saw him at the fitness studio wandering around in a suit, so she tried to avoid him by going to the bathroom to kill time and leaving via another exit. "He's standing at the entrance on his phone and I'm like, God damn it," the very Cavallari star told her co-host Justin Anderson on the podcast. He then allegedly followed her to a stoplight and asked her to roll window down. He goes, "You have a flat tire." And I go, "What?" Cavallari recounted. Then my flat tire thing went on, so he knew I had a flat tire before my car knew I had a flat tire. She pulled around to a bank parking lot, and the stalker was allegedly still circling around the area. Cavallari said she was around 26 and living in Chicago with her then-husband, Jay Cutler, at the time. "I called my ex-husband, who called a private investigator who worked for the Bears. It was like a whole thing," she explained. Kristin Cavallari revealed that David Burwitz, who had been stalking her, eventually admitted to giving her a flat tire. She recounted that Burwitz, who was also married with children, begged her not to file a restraining order against him. However, Cavallari was resolute, responding angrily and firmly that his actions were unacceptable. She described Burwitz as a psycho FK, emphasizing how disturbed and dangerous his behavior was. Cavallari warned that people need to be cautious because such individuals can be unpredictable and harmful. According to NBC in Chicago, Cavallari was granted an extended order of protection against Burwitz in 2015. In the courtroom, she expressed her desire for Burwitz to stay away from her and her family, highlighting the serious impact his actions had on her sense of safety and well-being. Cavallari is one of many celebs to have been a victim of stalking. Nickelodeon alum Miranda Cosgrove recently revealed a man who had been following her once lit himself on fire and shot himself in her yard. "That's another reason why I go back and forth to my parents' house so much," the former iCarly star told Bustle last week. "I just don't feel super safe in that house." Wow, what a harrowing experience for Kristin Cavallari. It's a stark reminder of the lengths some people will go and the importance of staying vigilant. If you found this story as gripping as we did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe channel for more shocking celebrity stories and real-life dramas. And don't forget to leave a comment below. How would you handle a situation like this? Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.